Okay, so it is talk time. It is time for me to talk and for you to, I don't know, maybe listen. Maybe listen if you want to listen. Now, what am I going to be doing while I'm talking? I'm going to be in training mode in Monster Hunter. Because Monster Hunter is a game that I like to play. I like to play a Monster Hunter. A Monster Hunter. El cazador de los monstruos. Yes, very much. Very much. I am a monster. And isn't that just how we feel sometimes, huh? Don't we just feel like just the absolute most complete monster? We feel like absolute monsters. We feel like monsters. We feel like monsters. We feel like monsters. Oh, we feel like monsters. And you know what else? Is that munición para cañón. Is that I have not been feeling very grateful. It's true. And I apologize to myself for that. I haven't been feeling very grateful at all. At all. Now is the time. So I figured hit the old record button on the old whatchamacallit, and then take a big yawn, because that's what everyone loves, to be entertained by. And then, I don't know, play some Monster Hunter, I guess. I have an interview this Wednesday, which is Christmas. I scheduled it. I hope it, well, I was gonna say I hope it doesn't get canceled. Cause Christmas. But more than anything, I hope I get the job, Not that I'm in need of a job, because I do work. But it's a job where I would basically be doing this. So I hope, I hope I can do that and get paid to do this, because at the moment, obviously, I'm not getting paid. I'm just recording, and it's beneficial for me in the way where I get to practice. I definitely consider this to be practice, because I in a very nonchalant, or maybe in a very subtle way, I am sort of pursuing this occupation of like streamer, that whole giratorio of streamer, online personality. It's something that I wonder about. Like, I wonder if I wonder if it's what I actually want to, if I want to pursue, because there's options out there for me. There's options out there that are different. Um, so, I mean, it's not like I have no reason to want to pursue streaming or pursue being an online personality. I am yawning a lot. Yeah, too much coffee, man. Too much itty coffee. I've been living okay. I have. Ooh. Oh, I ate a salad today. Oh, I'm prepping up salad. Jesus. Jesus, Lord, mercy. Mercy, 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 mercy. Yeah, I have been living productively. And I guess I just want to be more productive. I guess. I guess. Um, so yeah, I have an interview. More productive. Interview. Library. I also feel like I am being I am being productive, and so I don't I don't want to again come I don't want to be ungrateful. Like I am grateful that I have a lot of support. Like my father. My father has been very incredibly supportive than me. And like I said, I haven't been feeling the most grateful, so this is grateful time. Time for me to be grateful. I was doing training mode in Monster Hunter to practice using one of their weapons that is a sword and shield which doubles as you can transform the sword and shield together to make like a badass axe, like a badass large two-handed axe. It's wild. I'm at that point in Monster Hunter, uh, level rango cuatro, rank 4. Uh, there's there's like a cutscene from level 3 to level 4 that I just saw for the first time, and it's pretty awesome. There's not much. There's not very much story in Monster Hunter. Um, it's kind of like Dark Souls in that way. What story there is kind of like effective at making you feel in the world of Monster Hunter. And it is a little like Dark Souls. I've put in like uh, let's see. I've put in a certain amount of hours in Dark Souls. I have played, let's see. I have I have played Dark Souls for let me see 410 hours. So I've played Monster Hunter for 105. I've played Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel for almost 1,000 hours. That's crazy. That is really, really wild. That is really, really wild of me. I also played the Figment games. Those Figment games are about 5 hours a piece, maybe 6. Uh, and it's those Figma games are really nice. Really, really nice. You play as Courage, and the whole game takes place in the mind of a man. And the only way you only know he's a man because like they eventually introduce you to him, but you don't really know from the start of the game. And the music is amazing. I even followed the dude who made the music on Spotify. uh, we're all firm beliefs, and someday we will be set free. Pineapple pizzas rock. Pineapple pizzas do rock, by the way. I will hear nothing of the contrary. Minuto de la Recepción. Minuto has been feeling kind of depressed lately in Monster Hunter. As I said, I am in rank 4 now, rango 4. Y she saw Inoa go into like this weird trance mode, and it's kind of shook the whole village. And again, not much in the terms of like hand holding story. Like, there's not a lot of cutscenes at all in Monster Hunter. There is a lot to read though. Like, you, if you want, and that's why I say it's kind of like Dark Souls, where like the lore is there if you want. And so when I first booted up Monster Hunter, I didn't I wasn't hooked right away. I mean, I was super excited to play it, but that didn't translate into hours. I was still playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I had other games that I was messing around with too, which I kind of want. I don't want to buy more games until I've played the games I've already bought, to really get my money's worth out of them. What was I talking about? Okay, so, but going back to Monster Hunter, at first, when I first booted it up, I was just like really lost in the world. Not lost, taken away with. Like, I was like getting lost in the world of Monster Hunter the way one would lose themselves in like a field of green, you know? With like beautiful music. I love the music, I love the atmosphere and everything. And I was just like talking to the people and really pretending to live my life as a cazador, who was just starting out. So I was in training mode, looking at the different weapons, and just not getting too caught up with like being great with every single weapon. And then I started to go on missions, and everything kind of went quickly. And I even skipped ahead in the story. Don't know how I did it. I think because I bought Monster Hunter Sunbreak, which came as a bundle during one of the sales that Nintendo Switch always has. And so yeah, I think I skipped ahead a little bit, just because I think because of the DLC. So I wasn't bummed about it, because I thought, you know what, I'm not gonna let it affect my enjoyment of the game. I'm still able to suspend my disbelief, and just really get lost in it. Got a notification. Inoa está sufriendo y yo aquí sin poder hacer nada. Lo único que me queda es estar a su lado. Si tuviera su mismo poder, quizá podría ocupar su lugar. Es mi hermana, mi gemela. ¿Cómo es que yo soy mucho más débil? By the way, there's this thing called El Frenesi, which in English means the rampage. You fight hordas, which are hordes of monsters, and you can use two of the main characters. Well, I mean this. They're yeah. I guess they could be considered like characters. Um, and it's pretty. They are main characters because like Kamora, which is the your home in the world, is pretty much the main character. So all the villagers are characters in it, and so two of them, Inoa and Minato, are main characters, because you interact with them a lot. You get to talk with them, and the game even does a good job of subtly giving bringing these characters to life with just like little bits of personality here and there. Um, but you kind of have to like, again, suspend your disbelief. You kind of have to like allow yourself to believe that these characters are real. Um, and it's just kind of badass to like Minato and Inoa are like two very soft-spoken, very beautiful Japanese Monster Hunter characters. Um, but then they totally become badass hunters when you get them on the battlefield in when you're fighting El Frenesi. Um, and they're just so fucking badass, dude. It's really cool. So I'm talking to one of their sisters who didn't uh, have an out of body experience. Um, they connected with one of the bigger monsters in the game, which I'm looking forward to because I remember playing Monster Hunter Tri, and in that game, one of the most fun missions in there isn't until the very end when the game is hyping you up like it's doing to me now, and the entire time you're just like building towards towards bigger and bigger hunts. And now that I think about it, it's kind of like crack. Honestly, it's kind of like a drug. So gotta be aware. Uh, and kids, monitor your gaming. Monitor how much gaming you're doing. Me personally, I like to break it up with um, different things, whether it be reading, the gym, the library, uh, walking the dog, doing chores, uh, and working. I guess if you're a kid listening to this, school. So. So Minoto is worried for her sister. Inoa, por favor, Ismael, sigue el rastro de esa bestia maldita y acaba con ella. But the thing is, Minoto, is the monster doesn't seem like a monster, honestly. Animals are not monsters. They have feelings. Now, sometimes those feelings are hunger. And in which case they can seem like monsters for sure. Da da da. Da 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 da. Um, pero no estoy acabado con mis patitas de expedición. I'll tell you something else. Playing online is pretty fun in this game. There, he said it. Playing online is pretty fun in this game. Because, well, I I suppose that there's no real reason why it's fun. It's like I can't really be too specific. I mean, it's fun playing with other people. Like there is this one mission that I was on that I opened up petición de acceso, and I allowed it was available to join, and I don't have any control over who joins. And so I'm rank 4, rango cuatro, but the dude who joined was rank 100, and he was just kind of going to town on the mission, beating it fast because he was overranked. Funny enough, his character was a chick, so he was a dude with a chick avatar, and we all know how we feel about those people. Satan. Um, it's fun to play as female characters in video games, even in games like Monster Hunter where their characters aren't actually characters. They're more like mediums for the player character to like impart themselves on. And so I've done that where I've created female avatars to play as, and it's fun, but mainly because you get to like, well, I mean, it's fun in general to create avatars because you get to really just be creative and be imaginative with whatever you want to do. I think Skyrim, Dragon Age, Dark Souls. These are all games that have character creations, great in depth character creation screens. What's it called? I mean, there are other games too. There's some games that do it really, really well. There's this one Japanese game that's kind of like a Dark Souls game. I'll be honest, man. Dark Souls is not the best Dark Souls game out there. Like, there are other games that. I mean, like, what is it about Dark Souls that's so amazing? Like, the lore, the battle system, um, the kind of gothic design. Um, it, I think people who played Bloodborne, or not Bloodborne, who play Dark Souls, are attracted to the like depressing atmosphere. It's a wasteland of misery and horror. It's scary. It's really intense. And I know that I have fun playing Dark Souls. But I have more fun playing Monster Hunter. And I played this demo of this one game that I saw a couple of my favorite streamers play, Brett and Alex from the Super Beard Bros. I saw them playing this game where you're kind of like this character in Japan, in Japan's like cultural landscape. Not actually Japan, not the city, but like the the yumis, the yomis, you know, like here in America we have like the Loch Ness monster and Bigfoot. In Japan they have like these demon characters, and it's kind of set in that world, and then you can like play as this player character in that world. And I played a demo of like the second game that came out of it. I forget the name. It's like Noki, Numi, uh, Neo. That's what it's called. Neo. Nioh. Um, yeah. And those games, their battle system to me are is preferred over Dark Souls. It's more crack. Like in Dark Souls, it's very restrictive, and I think one of the reasons why, like, everyone loves Elden Ring, and I'm over here just like, oh, you mean Monster Hunter? like like we've been doing in Monster Hunter what Elden Ring what FromSoft has just started doing with Elden Ring. Um, and it took me and I never really realized this, to be honest. I never really realized this. I'm like, oh yeah, Monster Hunter has been around since way before FromSoft. Huh. But like I said, people are attracted to that like depressing atmosphere. Not me. Not anymore. I put in 410 hours in Dark Souls 1. I'm good. I don't think I'm gonna play another From Software game. Like even Bloodborne. Like I played Bloodborne, and the character. Let's be honest. The monster designs are gruesome, man. They are just sick. And like, okay, so like, yeah, they're tough games, um, but so are like, okay, the bosses are tough. That's nothing new. like like having bosses that you have to like study and learn, and that's part of the reasons why video games are fun. And I think people rage a lot with Dark Souls because of the setting, or from software games because of the setting. It's like, oh yeah, life sucks, and this game is a tough game, and also everything in this game is also sad and terrible. um, I know with Bloodborne, what got me to want to play Bloodborne wasn't the difficulty of it. It was the weapons. I wanted to try those weapons out, and the um and the setting, the set design. You had cathedral, those buildings that are like reminiscent of like Catholic steampunk sort of combined. It's very fantastical, um, but not like fairies or Dungeons and Dragons type of fantasy. It's more so like ghouls and goblins type of fantasy. And I mean, the game's called Bloodborne. It's right there in the title. You kind of can predict what you're gonna get from that game. And man, I played it, and it was fun. It just wasn't anything new though. Ugh. It's not like it was anything new. With old heads like me, when we see new games like that get praise for stuff that other games like Monster Hunter um, have been doing without as much fanfare, we tend to get a little salty, or at least feel some type of way about it. Because, like, yeah, for people like me, we need to just really chill and just be appreciative of the games we do got, and just like relish in the fact that other people are finally getting around to what makes us so cool. because we do enjoy video games. I do find it interesting. I'm a millennial, but I'm definitely a younger millennial. I'm like in the middle of the millennial spectrum, in terms of just age, right? I'm not talking about in terms of personality, although I'm not sure where I'm at in the scale of personality. Cult of personality. And so I was in high school from like 2000, from like 2000, let's see, from like 2008 to 2012, I was in high school. Um, and so, Jesus Christ. I'm trying to, I'm using this weapon. The, let's see, what's it called? El Caro Dutemis Uno. Es una hacha cargada de radiación con un mal poco común, espinosa cual carácter de la reina, espacios frenesí nada. Um, um, and and the weapon itself has a mechanic where you can burn it out. It's in a way. And so I was in training mode, figuring out what to do when it happens. And there it is. And you kind of have to sheath it inside of the shield, which is a weird thing to say. Your actual shield, that's a sword and shield, and you actually have to sheath it in the shield to like cool it down so you could use it again. Otherwise, it'll just ricochet off enemies. It'll become less effective as a weapon. A cult of personality. That's gonna be my song Wednesday, as I hope to do well in the interview. Cult of personality. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Ow. A cult of personality. It's for it's the job itself is to, I guess, stream Pokemon content for a company. So the purpose of an interview is to get more information and introduce yourself on a more personal level, all of which I hope to do effectively. A cult of personality. La da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh. Real. I'm a cat. Real. Real. Really. I am stuffed up. Ugh, it's winter. That means flu season. Not a fan of flu season. A fan? I am not. Watch out. Felines. Feline. 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 camarada. Oh, I'm a cult of personality. I got personality. I've got personality, man. I don't know what else to tell you, but I got the personality. I've got the personality, man. I don't know what else to tell you. We just took care of arachnoids. We just took care of a couple of spider monsters to get their fluido de monstro, which is good, along with the garra afilada. Garra afilada. What? The mission I am currently playing in Monster Hunter is Batita, which is a mission where I get to be in one of the zones for an unlimited amount of time, as opposed to the usual 50-minute limit to hunt a monster. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to hunt. You can just be in the world. Of course, hunting is rewarding, but there is no time limit. So it's kind of like, yeah, just take your time. Really get to learn a monster. You don't have to hunt it to completion. The bigger monsters always, oh my god, thank you. The bigger monsters always, well, they always scream, and it's a stun scream. It's a stun scream. Anyways. Big boy. Big boy. Big boy. What's up? Oh, you are big. Whoa. Yeah, you are hard to... You are a hard little boy, ain't you? Oh my god, that sounded so wrong. Ouch. Oh, damn, how do I penetrate your skin, dude? How do I penetrate your skin? Scream. Oh no. Oh, I got blown up. The cool thing about Monster Hunter is that they really encourage the use of items. Oh, did I find a weak spot? What's going on? Oh, I could use some health. Oh, don't hit me, dude. Don't hit me. What you gonna do? You are a big boy. Huh. Oh, I found a little weak spot there for a second, huh? Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Oh, no. Jesus Christ, my guy. Don't hit me. Oh. You are vulnerable, but it is really specific. Big guy. You are only vulnerable in specific places. Give me that. Let's throw some kunai at this dude. Alright, let's see where we can get him. Oh, his neck! What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? The cool thing about their screams is you can actually block it. God, you are hard to pinpoint. Oh! You are a big guy. No, he's going underground. Oh, God. You are exhausting. Comida gratis? Habilidad, comida gratis. Cool. I like that. Yeah, I'm up here, dude. To get away from him, I climbed a wall. I climbed a wall. I climbed... Oh no. But he's attacking for sure. He can get up here. I know he can. Maybe he can't. I don't know. Vaya hueca. Alright. I'm back, dude. Oh, yeah, you are a big boy. Oh, wow. Your scream had no effect this time. Don't run, dude. Don't run. Where you going? Where you going, big boy? Somewhere else. Away from here. Oh, no. What a cute little scream. Oh, hit stun. Oh, you're dead. That's probably why. What's up, guy? Whoa, good tackle. Are you dead? You might be dead. Huh. I love learning weapons. It's fun to learn what a weapon does. I think you're dead, right? Yeah, you're dead. Rachnoid, dame tu fluido. O tu garra. O tu seda de Rachnoid. Seda. Which is basically cobwebs, I guess. They're webbing. They're silk, I guess. Seda. Fluido. They're fluido. They're veneno. I don't know. These are Rachnoids. They breathe fire. Spiders breathing fire. Yeah, that's something you could probably find in Bloodborne. Maybe even Dark Souls, too. I mean, they definitely have... In Blighttown, they have that. So, yeah. Get out of here. Get out of here. The only difference between Monster Hunter and Dark Souls, the only difference is the color. There's so much more color in Monster Hunter. Dark Souls is so black and white, which I guess can be refreshing. So much of life is not black and white. Yeah. Dark Souls is appealing because it's so kind of like straightforward. There's nothing really aside from the lore that's like mysterious. Don't do it. Parece que estás en un lío. Librarte con un limpiador. Oh, you little bastards. You got me in un lío. That was pretty cool. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. It was cool. It was cool. Keeping me all wrapped up. I'm wrapped up. Alright then. 43 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I'll see you guys next time for another journal entry in my life. I haven't been going to the gym every day. But I still, I went to the gym today. So, I've been eating more. I've been eating more and going to the gym less, which is not necessarily a recipe for success. But I don't want to think that I'm taking any steps backwards. I don't think I am. I'm just experimenting with new ways of living. Anyways, until next time, ladies and friends, see ya.